Happy Monday, my beautiful Aries brothers and sisters. We're going to do an oracle message reading for you guys today, and we're going to see what spirit has for you. So let's jump right into the message. So the first card I got was Time's Arrow. Okay. Rebecca Parsley helps the dragon toad in his quest to know the future. She presents a crystal ball, waiting for something to appear, or perhaps it won't. The future is a murky land, but one thing is certain: time can magnify or diminish. Do things seem futile because time destroys all eventually, or precisely because of this? Everything we do has significance. Time diminishes pain as it heals, just as it magnifies by urging us to spend every moment well. Magnify or diminish, both can better our lives, and time can be your servant, not your enemy. Right? So, Time's Arrow, everything's going to happen in divine timing for you guys. Please, Aries, don't lose patience right now. Right? Continue to have patience, continue to trust that faith, continue to have faith and trust that the universe will deliver everything to you in divine timing. Right? The point is to make the waiting for your manifestations for this divine timing constructive. Right? So time, a lot of you guys may, where is my manifestation at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I want it now. Right? Actually, be grateful that the universe and that spirit is giving you time. Be grateful, because this time right now in between you and your manifestations, this time where you're sort of unsure about what the future holds, embrace that. Really embrace that. Have fun with it. Have fun in the present moment. Really enjoy the present moment. Next card that we had was Founding Day. Founding banner marks the day 50 years before when Wildwood Coven was founded. Kathy Wallace looks off into the distance, but she is mindful, firm in stance, and aware. The jackdaws ride the winds, scouting the terrain ahead like extensions of her consciousness. With this knowledge, Kathy can afford to take her time, walk with confidence, and appraise her actions. When we are mindful, we can foresee the consequence of our actions and make informed choices. Remember that the mindfulness applies to all that we do. The task doesn't need to be momentous or grand to qualify for focused and joyful attention, right? So, uh, another sort of reminder to be completely present, right? Be as present as you can. Give every task that you do 100% of your effort, right? How we do one thing is how we do everything, right? So whether you're putting your socks on, whether you're brushing your teeth, whether you're starting the day, whether you're ending the day, work, play, whatever, give it 100% of your attention. Be completely present, be completely focused in the moment, right? And, maybe by the time you look up, maybe your manifestations will be there. You never know, right? But regardless, we have Winter's Throne. This is a beautiful card, right? It's funny. It's like this will be on for like 45 minutes before I even start the reading. But as soon as I start the reading, it's gonna do this. That's okay. That's just how things work. That's just how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles, right? Winter's Throne. Before returning as Black Wand, Sunday Flowers was Solstice Queen, a high-ranking ambassador for magic, right? Understanding that she has represented a living figurehead for witchcraft. She wielded splendor and majesty and conducted herself with total dedication. Although proud, potentially a little arrogant, she accepted that she was merely magic's servant. It takes a strong will to bask in glory and know that it isn't yours personally. Ego tempts us to believe credit should always belong to us, when in truth, satisfaction in a job well done is reward enough. Right? Very, very interesting. You guys could be very proud of yourself for what you've achieved, or other people could. Ego could, again, tempt us to believe that credit should always belong to us, when in reality we need to give the credit to God, give the credit to spirit, right? Because without God, without spirit, without your intuition, without your higher self, your guides, your team, you wouldn't be where you are, right? So all glory should be given to God. All glory should be given to Spirit, right? For everything that you have. So be grateful. Be grateful. If anything, again, I was just telling you guys how you guys know how to manifest, how you guys know how to create. And this is somebody who's dedicated themselves to creation, right? Dedicated themselves to mastering the beautiful magic that's within you, the beautiful magic that you and Spirit work together and have, that you work together with Spirit with, right? And to use this magic to create a better life for yourself, for your loved ones, to use this magic in a positive way, to use your magic, your light in a positive manner, right? The better the good of the all, the better you and everyone around you's life, right? But needless to say, uh, you're in a very powerful position right now. You're in a place of making very calculated decisions. You're in a place of a beautiful. You have a beautiful energy about you right now, right? So just be mindful of when that ego tries to come in, right? And stay humble. Practice humility. That's what I get from this as well. Right. The next card that I pulled was ebb and flow. Right. Let me find ebb and flow. What are we looking for? Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Okay. Kai pays respects to a river spirit in her homeland. Along its length, a single river branches frequently and changes character often. Thus, it houses many different spirits. We are similar, one soul with many aspects. The way these aspects ebb and flow makes us the individuals we are. Some of your traits might disappoint you. Are you prone to impatience or criticism, for instance? Flaws are not a problem in themselves, but surrendering to them can be, both for us and others. The next time your instinctive reaction is to exhibit one of these flaws, pause, rethink, gently tell that flaw it isn't required right now, and move on. Very interesting ebb and flow. Right. So just be aware, be very, very aware of certain maybe trauma responses that you have, right? Or maybe things that you do that is a response from old traumas, right? Be aware of being reactive, right? This is right. The next time your instinctive reaction is to exhibit one of these flaws, right? Whether that's anger, whether that's impatience, whether that's sarcasm, whether that's, whatever, right? Just be very, very mindful of how you're communicating and expressing yourself, and don't give in to old instinctive reactions, right, from past traumas, right? Because this is a new you, this is a new energy. You're sitting on your throne, right? We're saying farewell to old way of doing things. We're saying farewell to old narratives, old belief systems, old programs, right? And those programs include those trauma responses that we may have had, right? So be mindful of the ebb and flow that is within yourself at this time, and really take control, take ownership of your energy, take ownership and accountability, how you decide to respond to things, and make sure we're actually responding to things rather than reacting to things. That's what I get with this ebb and flow card here. Right? Because there could be people, places, and things trying to get a rise out of you, right? I don't see that with these cards. I see a level of peace, a level of like acceptance, right? With this farewell card, accepting our flaws, accepting that the way we may have reacted or responded to things in the past is how we did in the past, but that's not how we want to react and respond to things currently in the present. Farewell. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but I still want to see what the description is. So the farewell card. We all must let go at some time, or be let go. Isabel Summer is saying a sad but loving farewell to her friend. When a relationship collapses in heartbreak, we dwell on the person we lost, not realizing that thinking about them so intensely, we keep the pain alive, perhaps for years. Thoughts create feelings, and feelings shape our world. When thoughts turn to loss, direct them towards different matters. It will be hard at first, but with patience, escaping the prison of destructive thoughts is possible. Mm, this is beautiful. So this farewell, it's giving like four of swords, giving like six of swords kind of energy, right? I didn't think that this would be so thought or mental plane based, right? But close the cycle out within your mind, right? I know, trust me, I'm the worst at this, right? I'll leave something, but I will dwell. It will stick in my mind for a while, even when I don't want it to, right? But I see you guys really closing this cycle out in your mind as well. So stop thinking about, and I know it's so hard. I mean, it is so hard, but when you're more in the present, remember this founding day card, when you're more in the present, doing things that you care about, doing things that bring value to your heart, pouring into you, doing things that you love, you're not really going to be, you're not really going to be thinking about the past, thinking about what you've lost, right? Five of Cups energy, right? You're not going to be looking at the spilled milk, right? So this is a beautiful card. Let go. It's a lot. It's so freeing when you let go, right? Did you love that person? Did you love that situation? Well, then let it go in grace, right? Have respect for yourself, for your mental health, and stop thinking about things that you've lost. Stop thinking about it. This doesn't even exist anymore. The past does not even exist anymore. The only thing that we have is right now. That is the only thing that truly exists, right? At least in this timeline, which is right now, right? So do yourself a favor, do your heart a favor, do your head a favor, and really wrap it all up in your mind and throw it away. Just throw it away. Be at peace. Feel the peace of what it's like to not be in your head about these things anymore. Isn't that why we said farewell to begin with? Isn't that why we let things go? Because they weren't serving us, right? So if you're in your head about what you've let go of, if you're in your head about what you've had to say farewell to, again, practice self love by closing that out within your mind, not giving attention to that in your mental space, doing things that ground you in the present moment, and you will find happiness, a level of happiness and peace will creep up. Um, and that level of happiness, that level of peace is something that maybe you haven't felt in a long time, but it's something that you deserve, Aries. You deserve that level of happiness, that level of peace, right? Because if you had to say farewell to people, places, and things that didn't love you, didn't bring you a sense of happiness and bring you a sense of peace, right? Then you owe that to yourself, right? So please, please, please honor your mental health. Carefully vet the thoughts that are coming into your mind at this time. Treat your mind um, like a baby, right? Treat yourself like a baby, right? So as soon as you catch yourself, no, yeah, you have to catch yourself. Be very aware of your thoughts at this time. You could be very aware, or this is spirit saying you need to be more aware of the thoughts you're thinking and to let those negative thinking patterns go. Say farewell in grace and in love and in gratitude, right? And be grateful for the peace that you get once you quiet your mind, right? Release. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sure a lot of you know what you have to release, right? This is something that's probably not even a question, you know. It's like if you ask yourself what you need to release, the answer is going to come up instantly, and you can't kid yourself. Maybe you're not kidding yourself any longer, right? Maybe you have already released what you've needed to, right? Let me find the released uh, explanation. Release. Beautiful card too. Wow. You guys could be musicians or play an instrument as well, right? Ellie Breeze comes into the free souls of the innocents, comes to free the souls of the innocents who were tried and condemned with their witches. She is risking capture to release others. Such is the lure of freedom. As we set others free, we sweep away the injustice of oppression. The cats have shaken off the chains of dread and pain, and they sail into the night to evermore, led by their smallest and youngest. The earth around the slaughter stone is purged, its hurts discharged. Ellie hurries to be on her way, although she knows that even if she's caught, the deed of liberation was worth the risk. Wow, that's beautiful, right? Right, so this is like you have decided to say farewell. You have decided to let go of people, places, and things that no longer served you. You decided to set them free, let them go. And really this was a very hard decision, very tough, right? But you know that this is the right decision for yourself and for every party that was involved, right? That you've had to let go, that you've had to say farewell to, because this was the right choice. You knew it was in your heart, right? Now your head and your heart are no longer at war with each other. Now, this also speaks to freeing yourself. Think of all those souls that's coming out of that stone as all the emotions, all the stored and pent up energy that was within yourself, all the forgiveness or resentment that you had for certain things, right? So when you truly release them, truly forgive, right? You let go of everything, all the pent up energy that's stored within you. You transmute that. She's transmuting that by playing that beautiful instrument, right? So you guys could be musicians, you could be very artistic, and you could transmute energy through music, right? That could be just one way, right? But nonetheless, right? Really release the burdens within yourself, right? Release all the negative thinking, all the negative emotions, and come to a place of peace, of gratitude, right? Right, come to a place of acceptance, release, like once you release every everything that's within yourself, right? Once you release those negative thought patterns, those emotions, you're going to be in an entirely new energy. And I see that you guys are working on this, right? So continue doing the work, continue doing the shadow work. Right, last card I pulled was a rare bloom. Right, I love this card. I absolutely love this card. So I'm going to read the meaning, and I'll give you guys a little bit of how I interpret the card, and we will pull some closing messages. A rare bloom. And it kind of ties in with with what some of these cards mean. Right. So Flora Gray Swan lost an eye as punishment for being a witch. Since childhood, she has struggled to accept the hurt, anger, and even misplaced shame. She has good reason to feel these things, but she knows her eye patch will always be with her. So, what good can dwelling on past pain do? She tells herself whenever she sinks into self pity and instead focuses on nurturing the earth, for she is Wildwood's most gifted garden witch. Immersed in her gardens, she feels secure and sometimes dares wonder if hardship has in fact made her stronger, right? Everything that you guys have endured, everything that you guys have gone through, it has made you stronger. It's awakened you to your abilities. It's awakened you to spirituality, right? You are so much more aware, right? And it says struggle to accept the hurt, anger, or misplaced shame, right? Again, all of these things, all of those souls, you could interpret that as all of the feelings. That could be the hurt, the anger, the resentment, the whatever, just all the emotions that you've had within yourself, which I feel like has been a lot, right? So doing the work to transmute all of this has been a lot of work, right? You guys could be tired all the time. You guys could be very exhausted, right? You guys could be either sleeping in, staying up late maybe, or going to bed very early and still not waking up early, you know? But nonetheless, again, this is another message, right? This is like the third, fourth message in this reading to stop looking at the past, stop dwelling, really, really be in the energy of the now, really, really focus on the now, enjoy the present, because that's where the gift lies, right? A lot of you guys have already, you guys are experiencing a big manifestation already. And what is that? That is peace away from people, places, and things that don't value and respect your energy, right? Whether that's a job situation, a friendship situation, a family situation, a work situation, a relationship situation, right? You guys are releasing the past, releasing the burdens within yourself, releasing the trauma, right? And you guys are a rare bloom, right? This also speaks to a rare bloom, right? So this also speaks to letting the future unfold naturally, right? Letting this flower of your life bloom and unfold as naturally as possible, and to allow the beautiful unfolding of your life to take place in in as least resistance as possible, Aries. Okay. So beautiful oracle messages coming through. You guys have a beautiful new energy about you guys, doing a lot of healing work, a lot of transmuting. I see. Bottom of the tarot was pretty interesting. We had the high priestess, right? Again, somebody who is very, very aware, somebody who's spiritually inclined. You guys are listening to your intuition at this time. Of course, you guys get the high priestess, right? This is one of my favorite cards. Because your intuition is strong. You're paying attention to your intuition, your higher self, and to what spirit has to say. You guys are getting clear messages from spirit. So continue to embrace that connection between you, God, you, your spirit guides, your team, your ancestors, all of that, right? And of course, right under the high priestess, we have the emperor, right? Again, so you guys are sitting on your throne, right? Carefully vetting your thoughts, carefully um, making decisions, making calculated decisions, right? Being assertive, being in your power, right? Really embodying that beautiful Aries energy. So continue to sit on your throne, continue to be and feel connected to spirit, embrace that connection, and let your beautiful life unfold how spirit wants it to. Don't resist, accept this beautiful new beginning, this beautiful place that you're at. Release the past, release the burdens, continue to do the healing work to transmute those energies. And I promise by the time, you know, before you even know it, you're going to be in an entirely different place in your life. And you'll be looking back like, wow, I'm so glad I said farewell to people, places, and things that didn't love me, because now look how much love I'm surrounded by. Thank you, Spirit. So I hope the message resonated, guys. Love and light to my beautiful Aries out there. I will see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday. Peace.